Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be slightly different. Instead of doing a comic book review, we're actually going to be talking about a topic I think is very important to ComicsGate right now. Something that needs to be addressed and talked about. And that topic is the biggest problem that CG has currently right now. And what is that problem? That problem is accessibility to books. And the way that I am defining accessibility is two things, is the price of the book and my ability to purchase the book. And so keeping that in mind, the average ComicsGate campaign, you are only able to purchase the book as long as the campaign is running. And the prices of these books, they vary, but there's usually the average price point, I would say, is about $25 for a 48-page book. And a 48-page book that's usually either perfect bound or comes in a form of a floppy. And so what does that do to the average customer, or why is that a huge issue? It's because people are pushed away just by that model in itself. Not everyone is going to want to pay that much for a book, for a collector edition for a book, because that's pretty much what a lot of the ComicsGate stuff is. It's high quality, and it's usually a little bit more expensive because it's high quality. And that's good, because there's a lot of success that ComicsGate has had from that. But I believe we are losing a large customer base by not making this more affordable and easier for the average reader to get. And so I have these books that are in front of me. They're all from Boom Studios. And the reason I have them in front of me is because I believe this is a good format that Boom uses that actually causes them to have a good amount of success. Their accessibility to books is top notch. You're able to get the same titles in different formats. For example, we have Berserker from Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves and his team, Matt Kent and all the other guys, they're also doing a Kickstarter. And it's a very successful Kickstarter. They've made millions off it. And that Kickstarter is for specifically collector's editions of these books, of this series. They offer 3 different books, and each different tier in that campaign is a different type of quality. And so you have paperback, you have hardcover, and then you have like collector-ish editions, hardcover with slip cases and all that stuff. And that is perfect for a certain type of customer. But what they are also doing is the floppies right here. And these floppies are available at any LCS that orders them. And the prices of these floppies, they're affordable. Like this is issue number 5, and this is one of the foil covers to issue number 5, and I got this for $4.99. It's 32 pages, good art, and those 32 pages are actually story. They're not ads or anything. And yeah, for $4.99 foil cover. Now let's compare that to, let's say, Cyberfrog, which Cyberfrog is the most successful ComicsGate book, ever. And I love Cyberfrog and all that. This is a similar quality to a lot of the Cyberfrog books. Maybe Cyberfrog, I would say, is a little bit higher quality because you have embossed covers, and instead of it being foiled, it's chromium. And so it's as far as appearance wise, it's better than this right here. But the interior pages are very similar. You have glossy pages from Cyberfrog. You got the glossy pages from here. and Cyberfrog is usually around like 48 pages or so. But if you were to get Blood Honey right now, or if you want to get Blood Honey right now, I believe the only place that you could get it is in the secondary market through Ethan's eBay store, where he offers it for like around $30. So for some people, $30, they'll fork it out to buy it. But for the average reader, for a lot of people actually, they read $30. They're like, what? $30 for that, for a floppy? No. I could go and buy 5 or 6 books for the price of that. And so, why am I bringing up all these points? I think offering the books in different formats and possibly even in lower quality after the campaign has finished will increase the customer base size of the majority of creators in ComicsGate. And so I'm not saying you have to copy Boom Studios format verbatim, but they're a good place to look at to get some ideas and to pull some ideas from. Because another thing that Boom Studios does that's very good is they offer their books on multiple platforms. So like with Berserk, obviously you got the Kickstarter stuff, but you can also get it through comic stores, through Amazon. Comic stores also offer it through eBay. And I think the paperback versions of Volume 1 for Berserk is in Barnes & Noble. I believe it is. But that's similar for all their books. They do their series in the format of a floppy. And then they have different versions of those floppies, from foil covers to, like all the cover stuff, variant covers and all that. But then when they usually get to number 5, issue 5 in their series, they pump out a trade. And so Magic the Gathering just pumped out Volume 1, and it contains issues 1 through 5. And this was $24 at my LCS. The same thing with Dune. This is Volume 1 of Dune, but Volume 2 of Dune House Atreides just released, I think it was last week, and $24. I picked it up at my LCS. But if you don't have an LCS, I could get this delivered to my house from Amazon. And so it's super easy to get access to these books, and it's affordable. I fork out $24. I got it within a week or so. And then you have paperback versions too, which are even cheaper. This was $10, and it's a similar size. This is like I think this is 142 pages of Coda. This is Volume 1, pretty much same format, but this is perfect bound, $10. But I got this one off of Amazon. And so ComicsGate, we are losing a lot of customers by just only having restricted access to campaigns only. And I know certain creators like that. They want their stuff to be collector's items, and that's, in a collector's market, rare, to be rare and all that stuff. And that's fine. That's fine. But I believe overall, if ComicsGate is truly going to grow beyond what it is right now, we got to make it easier to get books. I would like to see creators, do something. I don't have the answers or anything, but as far as like the exact details, but maybe opening your own personal online store where you offer, instead of the high quality item of your book, you offer something that's lower quality, that's more affordable, in the form of possibly a trade, or of the form of a trade with black and white, where colors are removed, or whatever variation, but something that is lower quality than what you offer on the campaign. And that's easy for someone to just come across your page. It's like, oh, I want this book. I want issue 1 of whatever book of, I want to get Blood Honey. So I get issue 1 of Blood Honey in, possibly like newsprint or whatever, and get it for $5. And then it gets shipped to my house, within a week or two. Like something along those lines. And I know it's difficult for some creators because a lot of people are like, this is their first book that they're releasing, and it's not quite feasible to do that yet. But we're coming along now where a lot of creators, they're in their second and for some even third book. And I think it's for some creators, it's very feasible for them to have some type of online store where people can access back issues and not have to wait for a second chance campaign, or have to wait for someone to sell it on eBay at a ridiculously high marked up price, and just go to your store directly and get an affordable, lower quality version of what you offered on your campaign. Because the way it's currently going, I know for a fact the average reader base, people that are interested in what ComicsGate is doing, they're interested in what ComicsGate has created, but they don't have access to these books, either by price point or by actual, like, literal access where they cannot buy it. Like, someone cannot just buy Graveyard Shift Volume 1. Like, you'll be lucky to get it off of eBay for a decent price. And that's the same for the majority of books. Like, my favorite book, Black Tiger Hidden Dragon, Black Tiger Legacy of Fury, is only available in the Black Tiger Hidden Dragon campaign, which is probably going to close fairly soon. And some of these books, they're at a size to where you could actually break them up into 32 page floppies and actually piece it out like that on a website. And so instead of offering the entire book of, let's just throw it back out there, the entire book of Black Tiger Legacy of Fury, you could probably break that up into probably, 5 or 6 issues and sell them individually on a website. And so, yeah, that's probably the end of my rant right here. But yeah, ComicsGate, I would love to see this grow beyond what it is. And in order to do that, we got to make these books readily available for the average reader, for the average comic book guy, or even the new guys that they're just interested in what ComicsGate is doing. They hate what the mainstream is going on with the hyper politicism and the tokenism and all that type of stuff, and they see the alternative, but they can't participate because they have to catch the campaign, and then they have to wait pretty much a year, if not more, for that campaign to fulfill. And that's a huge ask to ask the average guy or someone that's new to the scene and just want to test something out. And so offering your stuff, again, at a lower quality where it's readily accessible on a website, I believe it will grow the size of ComicsGate tremendously. But yeah. That's it for me. So I'm not graceful in ending these videos, but that's the end of the video. Thank you for dropping by. Next week is going to be a review. So I'll just catch you again later. Peace.